Hello and welcome. My name is Chad Lannis. We're going to go ahead and do a very fun cast actually right here. Dr. Lupo spearheading this charity block of $268,000 and climbing. Charity block isn't even done yet. They have raised over $2 million for GuardianCon for St. Jude Children's Hospital. Kids with cancer patients, families in need, looking to try to prevent cancer as well. So many good things done for the kids through St. Jude Children's Hospital and GuardianCon, that annual event looking to try to raise money through gaming, through gamers for the charity. Dr. Lupo celebrating $1,000 being donated just now. He has incentives for these matches right here. For anybody wondering what's going to go on in this game, what's going to make this so special of a game, this is going to be a game where if the chat donates money, they can choose to make him do emotes at will, make him drop materials at will, drop ammo at will, drop weapons and inventory items at will. They can donate enough to where he can't build for the whole match. If somebody donates $1,000, they can choose to make Dr. Lupo not build at all for the entire match. Earlier, he had to use a controller as well due to a donation incentive. Thankfully for Dr. Lupo, this game is not going to be the case. Checking keybinds because that, again, another incentive. Every $10,000 raised in total, a keybind must be swapped around. So he's not even playing with the keybinds that he's used to, and the person donating 1,000 chose for him to land at Tilted Towers, one of the most populated locations in the game. This is going to get crazy. This is going to get wild instantly. We'll have to see if Dr. Lupo can actually pull off anything miraculous here. Laying right next to so many people, finds a shotgun, huge first grab to start off this kind of game. Close quarters, trap place, shotgun out, ready to take a close quarters fight. Shooting those stairs right there, saying, hey stairs, making sure you're durable, making sure you're not going to follow me, doing any kind of sorcery witchcraft here. We're quite all right so far, just doubling sure, making sure. He had to switch around his fire and jump buttons. So he's trying to jump and he's instead firing. One of his keybind changes. Having a hard time. Dr. Lupo wondering exactly why he agreed to such shenanigans, but it certainly is for the kids. Charity game right here. He has to click his left mouse button to jump. The jump button is now his space bar. This is absolutely insane. You're going to see him have a struggle for this match right here. Mini shield out. He's going to go ahead and take it really quickly. He wants to be available. I know somebody made him drop the shotgun. That is literally what he needed right there. He doesn't need the pistol bandages anymore. He needs that shotgun. He has to drop the pistol as well. That is actually a horrendous situation for Dr. Lupo, but a fantastic situation for the kids. Dr. Lupo bobbing, weaving, finding a trap that was not his, running away, trying to disengage, trying to just close doors so people can't chase him because he typically can't build at all in these games. But he had to drop the other shotgun. That doesn't mean he can't pick up another one. Finds another gray tack shotgun. All he has in his inventory is this and the bandages. Doing fairly well on HP and shielding. Trying to figure out exactly what he can do here because everybody else there will build around, do these crazy maneuvers. Lupo struggling to try to figure out anything he can do until the towers coming out of here alive. He's going to have to also use spacebar to fire and left button to jump. Keep that, like, think about you playing this game, having to do that. Incredibly difficult. Use just muscle memory for your button placements. Button placements is such a huge aspect for any gamer. With the amount of effort you need to do to increase your reaction timing, finding another player, just drinking up. What a find for Dr. Lupo, getting a quick kill. Beautiful there. Just go ahead and upgrade his inventory that he likely will have to drop later on anyway. But yeah, every player just struggles with what the best keybinds are, especially when they start out, just because it's so important to try to figure out what your best keybinds are that works best for your fingers, works best for your mind, so you're gonna have the fastest reaction time possible without ever making any kind of slip ups or mistakes with your key bindings. Dr. Lupo has to change these on the fly for the kids. Somebody telling him to drop his first inventory spot, his number 1 key, which is his pickaxe, which is not possible whatsoever. Another player built up. Lupo cannot do so himself because of that $1,000 donation earlier. Trying to figure out exactly what he can do about this enemy player who's just hurtling up really quickly. Close range, Dr. Lupo closing the gap, shotgun out and gets the kill. You love to see that. If you can't build, you would rather be within that 1-by-1 situation. Well, they're trying to build. You can see their blueprints out. They're trying to build defensively a little bit slow. Dr. Lupo closing that gap. Somebody else now building on top of him. Guns blazing, shotguns out. Dr. Lupo not able to make it happen. Trying to read donations coming through. And the enemy just jumping over him like a soaring eagle. Full auto weapon used. Taking him down. Dr. Lupo now getting a little hot and toasty in that room. He's trying his hardest. GuardianCon shirt, well used, well worn by Dr. Lupo. Love seeing that. That's support for the charity. He will be at the GuardianCon convention this coming weekend. So if anybody's watching this video before the convention starts, try to find your way there. Tickets might be available. Double check through the GuardianCon website. If you can't go this year, definitely look to go next year. Definitely look to try to support St. Jude Children's Hospital and charities all across the world, of course. GuardianCon, yearly effort put out there by Professor Broman, King Gothalion, K-Magic, 3 guys who just started off with doing kind of like a bar meetup with the community, and it was kind of a wild idea to put out a convention that would happen every single year to help raise money for St. Jude Children's Hospital. 3 years later, we are here. Already done the convention that last 2 years, but it has been growing, and 3 years later we're pushing past $2 million. Wonderful to see that kind of effort going on, not only by the content creators and everybody involved in the production team, but also the community getting together, rallying together. Is gaming for good, really proving that video games are for a good cause, and we can get around another $1,000 by Johnson there. No more building for Dr. Lupo this game. Coming in, so Dr. Lupo once again will not be able to build. But yeah, gaming for good. Make sure you support such a great cause. Look to even just spread the word. If you can't support it by money, at least spread the word to all your friends and family, anybody you can. Changing his keybinds back so he now can jump with the spacebar, fire with his left mouse button per the normal. They raised another $10,000 so far, already pushing over 270K. So now he can use his keybinds, swap them back. There should be a better showing here. Landing back at Tilted Towers yet again, trying to find a weapon to drop on. A trap is going to be useful in case somebody pushes him. A shotgun is going to be even more useful than that. Beautiful. So now busting down, trying to find a chest, trying to find any kind of shieldings really here. That drum gun is going to be great. So that's going to be fantastic follow-up damage after that pump shotgun shot, which is very slow rate of fire, high damage output, but the negative is that there's slow rate of fire. So combining that with something like a drum gun, perfect. You'll be able to follow up the damage with pump shotgun instantly while being able to do a really fast time to kill amount of weapons, damage output with that weapon. And then you can switch back to pump shotgun, of course, if you want to later on. Drum gun also is pretty effective for that medium range weapon exchanges, for medium range weapon options. Dr. Lupo now trying to just promote this charity effort right now. This is a man who's very passionate about good causes. Dr. Lupo has got a big heart, and he really wants to try and encourage people to help save those children in need, help support those families who can't put up that money themselves, going to St. Jude Children's Hospital. Hospital has done so much work, or community really effort, a charity that's done so much work to support those children in need. Papa Fort, utilize, can't build, but you can use a material or an item like Papa Fort. That doesn't technically count as building. You're just using an item. But now, no more building on the low ground. He has to figure out his way around the situation. Maybe go back inside Papa Fort and hop back to the top with a shotgun. Maybe shoot out the player, dropping them down to Dr. Lupo's level. Try and find his way around the structure now. Shotgun out, trying to find a proper angle. Gets one and eliminates player 502. Beautiful shot. Having to drop the drum gun due to another $100 donation is specifying, as well as the deagle. Guns just instantly dropping, seeing another player directly above Dr. Lupo. He has to try to find his way around, maybe use the base of this ramp. Another weapon having me drop is the pump shotgun. That is literally what he needed right now. Finding a player up top, dabbing out the infinite dab. Plenty of stream snipers out and about for Dr. Lupo, able to lay in those shots with that green burst. Normally, you're not really down for having stream snipers coming to your game, but in a situation where you're trying to raise money for charity, raising money for a good cause, and you're having to drop weapons so commonly, having stream snipers come in and basically deliver weapons for you, is actually not that bad of a thing. Trying to land these shots in with that white revolver at such a long distance, trying to get that first shot accuracy, but meanwhile, the other player off in the distance on the high ground with that cover, laying in shots little by little, getting Dr. Lupo very low. Just took some cover, used up that med kit really quick, having to drop that revolver, though that's the weapon he was using at the long range. It's now only the weapon in his inventory being the green burst rifle, roaming around, trying to find a distance to be closed for the enemy player. Trying to just scour for some more weapons as he's calling out himself. Using that chest, getting a gray pistol off in distance, having to drop that green burst rifle. He's struggling more to try to find weapons in this game than to actually fight other players. Now, to basically where it was before, but a downgraded version, white burst rifle. Still has those bandages inventory. Thank God in his mind that he'll actually have some kind of recovery option. But if you have no weapons to fight back with, then any recovery option in the world isn't going to be enough to save you. Infinite dab summoned by the donations. Dr. Lupo breaking it down in game. It's okay to take some breaks away from the action when you're trying to raise money for the children. Beautiful support from the community right here. We're almost to 280k where he's going to have to change around his key bindings yet again. We might actually breach that. Lupo also had an incentive where if he breaches $300,000 raised in this block, he has 30 minutes left to go at the time of this cast. If he breaches $300,000, he will cosplay Vinny the Llama, which is a character he created for a stream. We'll see if he actually makes it there. So much money coming in from the community. Beautiful to see this kind of support happen for the kids. Hashtag for the kids. F cancer. Beautiful seeing the bandages going down as well. Not for Dr. Lupo's game state, but for the kids out there in need. Those traps. That trap is actually the only thing left to Dr. Lupo's name right now. He says he has nothing, but he actually has a trap. He can't build anything to put the trap on, so he has to just try to bait other players into natural landscapes like the buildings that he's going into, finding yet another trap. So maybe he can just bait somebody who's trying to fight him into a building area so he can play some traps. Ruthless community. For the kids, of course. For the kids. Lupo's got to try to find a weapon though. He's going to roam out of here, check out this little shed off to the side, seeing another player that he definitely does not want to engage with, does not want to find a fight. So probably just going to drop down to this other shed, and then maybe if nothing is there, then just roam off to the east. There's like a broken shack across the way on top of the hill there. Maybe he can find something up there. Nothing inside the shed. Here he goes. He's going to have to cover so much ground to try to get to the broken shed area off in the distance, to try to find a weapon. All those materials inventory meaning nothing because he can't build. So only 2 traps running away from those buildings. Like I said before, you can only place traps on your own structures or already built structures by the game engine. So all those buildings in Tilted Tower, they're naturally there before you drop. You can place them there as well as just random flooring. But these hills, can't place them on the hills or the mountains or any kind of quote-unquote natural landscaping. Only the artificial structures that are made by the game or yourself, not by enemy players. So you can place them in some locations in this house here, but it's not going to do much. This was already looted. So unfortunately for Lupo, is he's going to continue roaming off to the east. No, he can't go that way because there are shots off in the distance. Taking fired, Lupo, somebody chasing him down with a light machine gun. Lupo's going to have to try and make a break for it to that house and try to place a trap and bait the other player there. Needs him to rotate off to his right. There he goes. He's an enemy player trying to destroy the tree there. Dodging, juking like he's freaking Neo from the Matrix over here. dodges enough damage so he doesn't get taken down, trying to hide it out, try and make the player have to come towards him, place some traps on the buildings, on the walls perhaps. There's another player here! That wasn't even the same enemy. Trying to just juke around. Perhaps it was, and there's a character model bug. Oh, get taken down by the shotgun. Player 422. Lupo doing his best effort there to place the trap on the wall, baiting the player around, but it just wasn't quite enough. You have to wonder what exactly happened to the other players. One of the basic character models that had the LMG. Lupo, so close to getting that trap play off. The other player was smart enough, player 522, smart enough to dodge that trap placement far enough away from the wall after getting that shotgun shot off as well. Just quite wasn't enough for Lupo, taken down by the one shot from the heavy shotgun there. Good showing. You have to give some props to Lupo for putting on this effort for the kids. Shout outs to the community for putting out this much effort to raise money for those kids while also making an incredibly difficult playing environment for Lupo.